First of all, I want to thank you for your great questions that you leave on stories. But I highlighted two main questions that inspired me for today live. And these questions are quite about the same, but the first question is more kind of academical question, and the second question is more practical. And the academical question is, I want to start my jewelry business. Please give me suggestions from how much I have to start and what strategies I have to apply. This is more academical question about strategies. And the second question is, if you have some money to start, like $1,000, what's your best advice on how to start? So actually, both of the questions are about how to go through the jewelry business from scratch and which strategy to choose. And I decided that, first of all, I will explain the background behind the strategies. And we will choose the best strategy which applies to small business. Then I will give you step-by-step guide how to start to be successful. And then I will answer your questions. Mainly, there are three strategies. I consider three strategies that we can use to run our business. First one is the price-oriented strategy or low-price strategy. Second is a status premium goods strategy. And the third one is customer-oriented strategy. The first idea of any entrepreneur who start jewelry business or other type of business is to start with lower price. I will give the lower price than the market. So let's start with the low price strategy. Why not? It works sometimes, but we must understand when it works and when we can succeed in this strategy. The main idea of low price strategy is our price is unbelievably low, amazingly low. Not a little bit lower, but amazingly, significantly lower than in the market. Our customers, when they buy cheap products, they buy easy dopamine. So they just buy a small piece of happiness. Jewelry is considered a cheap bling, which customers want here and now and would not mind throwing it away even after one day of use. Customers don't have any special expectations about the quality. Let's consider scenarios, how it works in real life. For example, mommy walks with daughter through the mall and a little princess wants some gift and the mother just bought some cheap bling for her. A small little princess is happy. That's how it works. And nobody cares about the actual quality of this jewelry. Another scenario, customer orders cheap jewelry from Temu or AliExpress, somewhere from China, no matter. And there is a high risk of poor quality. There is a high risk of misdelivery. There is a guarantee of low quality service, to be honest. But the price is so low that customer doesn't care, doesn't mind. Okay, the customer just thinks maybe it will be okay. It's like a lottery. And another scenario, two girls, maybe two besties, classmates, they're hanging out together in some shopping mall or in some market, and they have a small amount of pocket money. They go to cheap jewelry store just to buy something to, I don't know, just for fun, just to wear it for one day. Actually, when we talk about low price strategy, jewelry doesn't matter. The price, the thing that really matters. What are the advantages? First of all, we gain a large market because there are always a lot of customers who want cheap products in any market. Our business has a low dependency on individual buyers because there are so many of them. Low price oriented business doesn't care about any individual customer. High turnover, high cash flow. This is also the advantage because a lot of purchases, a lot of buyers. And no need to invest in infrastructure, in service, in staff, because nobody expects high quality service when you sell something very, very cheap. Disadvantages are that there is a low profit per unit. So if we have a very low profit margin, then and this is very, very important, we have a very strong dependence on our business scale. Because until unit profit is low and only achieving a sufficiently large market share allows the business to remain profitable. Insufficient scale leads to bankruptcy. So this is the main idea, that for small business, low price strategy leads to the bad end, because low price business requires a high scale, a big business. Low price oriented business always have disloyal customers, because the customers are easy to go to your competitor if they sell something cheaper, 1 penny, 1 cent. The main risk in low price business is extreme sensitivity to calculation errors. It's very easy to make a mistake when you prepare your calculations. Necessary conditions to succeed in low price jewelry sales is ability to launch and manage a really big business, retail network, big online store, and availability of a sufficiently large amount of capital of investment on product supplies and sales maintenance. The main condition is to be a giant and to have a highly precise financial management to avoid potential financial mistakes, which leads to disaster. So I hope you understand that there are a lot of reasons that in 99% of cases you shouldn't focus on price-oriented strategy. That's what I wanted to tell you. Another strategy is the status goods strategy, goods-oriented strategy, product-oriented strategy. The idea is that we sell not the jewelry, but the VIP status. What customers buy? Consumers purchase primarily to signal wealth, social standing, and exclusivity. That's what customers want. And jewelry main function is social signaling rather than just an utility function. Of course, high quality of jewelry is expected. But let's see what's the main scenarios, how it can look like. A successful business executive is preparing for a high profile charity gala. Instead of looking for a simple accessory, she visits an exclusive boutique known for its high-end quality and limited edition collections. She purchases a necklace from a signature collection that is widely recognized in her society as expensive and exclusive. The price is high, but she is paying for the brand name and the prestige attached to it, not just for metal and stones. That's the idea of this strategy. The advantages are obvious: high profit per unit, socially stable rich customers, which is different from price-oriented strategy, and high customers loyalty because customers value the service that your business can provide. There is a high dependence on each individual customer, insufficient turnover for a radical growth, and the audience is quite demanding. It's quite difficult to build a first-class service for such a demanding audience. There is also a risk of launching an expensive and unique jewelry brand that no one actually wants. And the necessary condition to succeed in premium product strategy is ability to perform precision marketing, refined positioning, and promotion. You must be able to invest sufficient capital in marketing and promotion of your brand. So this brand will be able to provide special premium status to the buyer. And of course, ability to perform top-notch individual service, which involves building a team or providing personal attention from the owner. But if you provide your personal attention, that limits your growth significantly because you will be fully involved in customer service. So, and as my audience mainly consists of small business owners, I believe that in 99% of cases, this strategy is not for you due to the lack of free funds and top-level marketing experience, to say frankly. You may ask a question, so if we cannot sell cheap, if we cannot sell premium products, what's for a small business then? And I will give you the answer. And the answer is customer-oriented strategy, which is in 99% of cases absolutely matches the interests of small business owners, small fashionpreneurs. What's the idea of this strategy? The idea is we do not just sell a product, but we also take care of all customers' needs. So we choose a segment and achieve a success by delivering higher level of service tailored to that segment. In other words, we address the maximum number of needs of a narrow target audience. Customers buy service, trust, and our reliability. We need to sell what our customer audience, our segment wants. Based on our practice and the experience of our customers, we found a profitable niche that demands for jewelry which is waterproof, non-tarnishing, safe, hypoallergenic, long-lasting, and we offer that kind of jewelry. This is the example how Glosso works. We found our niche and we found the right audience for us, and we were able to fulfill their needs. And of course, high quality of the jewelry is expected how to implement such a strategy. First of all, you should examine the reviews of potential competitors, cheap jewelry sellers on Google, on Trustpilot. And if you check the reviews on Trustpilot, and you will see that customer mainly dissatisfied by tarnishing jewelry, skin turns green, allergy, lost packages and no refunds from the sellers, defects and no refunds, and no responsibility of the seller. Jewelry looks cheap, like it's declared that it's stainless steel or gold plated, but actually looks like cheap plastic. Awful customer service, especially from well-known marketplaces from China. Jewelry in life looks worse than in the picture. So what should you do? You should find the right supplier and build a unique proposal to fulfill all the customers' needs, like waterproof jewelry, safe gold plating, which doesn't involve nickel, jewelry that looks amazing. And you should provide money-back guarantee, long-term warranty, everything that cheap jewelry suppliers cannot provide physically. You provide easy returns, careful service, and delivery guarantee. And you must show your advantages to the audience. The customer who has these needs will easily identify you from jewelry sellers, and they will definitely pick you and build a long-term relationships with you because you will be able to fulfill all the needs. The advantages are that there is a very strong connection with the segment at the level of needs satisfaction. We can grow if only our audience grows. It means that sometimes if you pick too narrow audience segment, that it will be difficult for you to scale. But if you pick the right audience segment, you will have the opportunity to scale a lot. And the risk is to fail and find the right audience. So this is the main problem, to find the right audience, to find the right segment which you can fulfill. And of course, if you provide all the services and you fulfill all the needs, then you can set a bigger price because customers will pay to you for all services that you provide. The necessary condition to succeed in jewelry business in customer-oriented strategy is the ability to identify the audience and to identify their needs and to fulfill these needs. If we come back to the question, which strategy to implement to succeed in jewelry business, in small jewelry business, for me, the best approach is to implement customer-oriented strategy because it requires time and attention of business owner rather than funds or some great expertise. Small business owners usually don't have enough funds or expertise, but they have a lot of desire to do their work great and to provide a great service. They want to do their best to satisfy customers. And that's exactly what's necessary to succeed in jewelry business when we implement customer-oriented strategy. So we should conclude that to succeed in jewelry business, we need to identify the audience segment that we can fulfill. We should identify the requirements, the requests of this audience segment, and by fulfilling these needs, we will succeed in jewelry business. And I can then go to the second question, which is practical, not theoretical. So what would I do if I have $1,000 right now and I had to start jewelry business from scratch? First, the main problem is to identify the audience, to understand the audience, because once we understand the audience, there is a clear road for us to succeed. So I would go to some pop-up market nearby. Maybe I would start with finding pop-up markets, pop-up events nearby that I could participate. I would check their conditions. So what are the conditions to participate in market? First, I would visit them as a visitor and perform first investigation. Are there a lot of jewelry sellers or not? And I would prefer the pop-up market where a lot of jewelry sellers, because it means that jewelry probably sells there better than in any other place. So we identified the market. Then I would buy some small number of products, more different styles, no more than 1 to 3 pieces of each item. Usually I calculated a little bit. If we take a table and some display facility, 300 pieces is way enough to start, to try to participate in pop-up market as a seller. And then we go and participate at pop-up event on some fair, and we start communication with our audience. And we start identifying our audience, and we start understanding our audience, how they speak, what do they want, how they choose the jewelry, which jewelry they want, how they react on our assortment. And this builds an essential understanding of your audience. This builds the necessary strong connection with your audience. And of course, Pop-up markets is a chance to earn some fast money because it's the fastest way to sell jewelry. It requires your attention, it requires your desire to serve customers, it requires your desire to do your job well. You don't need some technical expertise, or you don't need to promote online business, and you will gain understanding of your audience. In 2008, I started from participating in several pop-up events, some wedding events or some fashion events. And when I built the understanding of the audience, then I moved online because I prefer online sales, but I have necessary experience working personally with B2B customers, with B2B audience. Then I would improve my assortment. I will adjust my offer depending on what my customers want. And I would make my offer exactly matching to my audience needs. But you also can rely on our strategy, providing waterproof, safe, long-lasting jewelry with careful service and guarantees. That's what we do. And we do this because we found out that our audience wants this, and retail buyers of our B2B buyers also want such an approach like we do. There is high demand right now in waterproof, long-lasting, tarnishing-free jewelry that doesn't turn your skin green, jewelry which can stand sun, which can stand perfume. That's what the audience consider high-quality jewelry right now. And also, you can rely on our bestseller statistics. The products which are, by our statistics, the most popular for the last 60 days. You can message me or leave a comment, bestsellers, and I will send you the link to our proven bestsellers that are selling 5 times faster than any other product. So I need to open my website. I don't know where to start. So to open, if you don't know where to start, I suggest you to not to start with the website, but to start with selling jewelry offline in person. But if you want to open a website, I suggest to use a platform such as Shopify or something like this, which allows you to run your own website without great technical expertise. And right now we have an access to AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, a lot of them, which can lead you how to optimally use such website platforms to run your own website. So next question, do you also ship DAP, DDU? Can I take care of taxes and customs by myself? Technically, we can. That's I think no problem about this. But right now, we also provide DDP, duty delivery paid. That means duty-free delivery to our customers to the most of the countries that we serve, and we serve a lot of them. But if you have a special request, you want duty delivery unpaid, so there is no problem. We can assist you with this. No problem at all. Just make a special request when you place an order. There is a field notes. You can add any notes, or you can message us on WhatsApp, and we will follow your instructions. That's no problem. And I will go through the chat to answer your questions. If you have any questions, please use question mark sign in the bottom of the screen. Beauty supply jewelry. I believe you want to say that we sell beautiful jewelry. Thank you so much. Can you show your jewelry? You can follow the link in my profile in my bio and open the catalog and check all the items that we have there, and you can check a lot of the jewelry in my Instagram profile. Also posted a lot of them. We sell stainless steel gold-plated jewelry. We use safe gold plating, which doesn't involve nickel because gold cannot adhere directly to the stainless steel, and it requires an intermediate layer. And we use titanium as an intermediate layer, not in a nickel, which makes our jewelry safe, hypoallergenic, and our jewelry meets the strict requirements of REACH certification for European Union market as well. I tried to contact you. Okay, I think we can easily contact each other in direct messages. Hello, hi. Nice to meet you. I want to go viral and sell your jewelry. So how can we start? If you want to go viral, then you should use social media, and you should improve your skills of creating viral content, reels, TikToks. And of course, I suggest if you want to promote your jewelry using social media, I suggest you to use influencers to promote your account. You can use influencers on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. There are a lot of them. If you want to get my free list of Instagram influencers to promote your jewelry business, and we have created a special selection which meets the requirements of jewelry sellers especially, then message me or leave a comment, influencers, and I will send you the link to this list. You can have it absolutely free and address the influencers. Also, I have family overseas who are interested, but how do we have our logo on the packaging? I also always suggest to order packaging in your local market, in your country where you are, not in China or somewhere else, because sometimes logistics, customs duties are much more significant than the price itself. So sometimes, and usually, if we want to produce some beautiful packaging, my experience shows that it's better to address local producers, local manufacturers. And there are a lot of them, a lot of printing companies which produce packaging with your logo. There's no problem at all with this. But I would suggest you, if you are starting your business from scratch, the logo on the packaging is the last thing I suggest you to start with. So don't pay attention to the logo on your packaging. For example, customers who buy from us, we provide packaging and jewelry that doesn't have any brand indicated in it. So you can use it from scratch to start selling jewelry as is. And there are no Glozo brand indicated in it. So you can start from your supplier's packaging first. And then if you are doing well, you can then create the packaging with the customization with your own logo. So because sometimes the people who start their own business from scratch, they pay attention to something which is not really important. And they don't pay attention to things that are really important. And real important things for you to start a product and promotion, both of these. So you must have great offer, and you must have people who see your offer. If you have a great offer and nobody sees your offer, you won't succeed. If you have a lot of people who sees your offer, but your offer is weak, then you also won't succeed. So both type of energy, products and promotion, you always must have them both. These are important. And your personal logo on the packaging is something that is not so important when you start from scratch. Do you sell singles or just retail? No, we don't sell retail, but you can buy from us without MOQ. So you can buy different styles from one piece. The only limitation you must buy, your order total should be a minimum of 150 United States dollars. But you can buy, for this total, you can buy different styles from one piece of each, because it's very important for jewelry sellers to have the wider assortment rather than deeper assortment. It's better to have more different styles, more different designs than few designs and a lot of pieces of each design. Where are you located? We are located in Thailand, in Phuket city. That's why our jewelry is truly tested by the burning rays of the sun, and our jewelry is tested in the salty waters of the Indian Ocean and the salty waters in the laboratory conditions. And actually, my wife, my kids, my daughters, my staff, my team, they wear our jewelry all day long for a long time. And we have here in Thailand 35 degrees above zero all year round, and the high humidity and a lot of sun, a lot of sweat. When you step out of the house and walk, you always sweat. And this is a really stress test for the jewelry, and our jewelry passes this test successfully. So you can be sure that jewelry is really waterproof and non-tarnishing. Good morning, Glozo Boss. Good morning, nice to see you. Okay, I got products from you and those are very nice. I've already started my social. Thank you so much for your orders and thank you so much for the question. So the idea is, as I mentioned before, if you start selling online, what is the difference between selling online and offline? When you're selling offline, you should make preparations before you start selling, before you have products. As I said, you should go to some different pop-up markets. You should choose the best pop-up market for you. You should decide whether you will participate when and what will be your place. And if you plan everything well, then your offline business will automatically have sales. Online business doesn't require you a lot of effort to start because it's very easy to create social media accounts. It's very easy to launch a website, but it requires a constant effort on promotion. You need to promote your Instagram, your social media accounts, and you need to promote the website. So if we talk about the website, I suggest you Google Ads. I suggest you search engine optimization. I suggest Meta ads or TikTok ads. So you need to implement this to sell on the website. If you are selling on social media, the best solution for you is influencers. So address Instagram or TikTok influencers to promote your business. It's quite an effective method. And we have a specially created special selection of Instagram influencers to promote jewelry business. And you can message me or leave a comment, influencers, and I will share the link with you. You will provide some additional details. But usually the main problem when people start selling online that they have lack of traffic. They have a great offer, great pictures, great Instagram account, great website, but they don't have people on the website. Nobody sees your account. It doesn't happen automatically just because you posted pictures or videos or something like this. You must apply some effort to have people on your account or your website. I want to buy from you, but I don't know where are you. I'm USA. I have already told that we are in Thailand. And do you ship DAP or have already answered this question? Try promoting on TikTok too. Yes, that's a great idea. AI images is actually such a question that requires consideration because right now, of course, we are in the era of AI and a lot of content is created by AI. That's why the more important is personal real life approach because very soon all the content, the vast majority of content produced, visual content, text content will be produced by AI and it will be boring. It will be similar to previous. So my idea, it's my own opinion that the best solution for you is to do something unique, something from real life to your customers. They will definitely value this. That's why not my digital avatar talk to you right now, but me and personally. That's something I think very important to do is communicate with your audience personally. And also sell jewelry in person is a really good approach. If you offer only AI pictures and if these pictures are obviously AI generated, I think that they may confuse your audience. But maybe that's not the main reason. As I said, the main reason may be traffic. Hi, I have a question. Why are so many models similar to those on Temu and Shein? That's very easy to explain because the designs are quite common. And the idea is that behind the same picture, there can be absolutely different implementation. And sometimes if customers are confused about that, our jewelry sometimes looks like some designs on Chinese website. I always suggest buy from us the minimum order and buy the minimum order from Chinese marketplace and just to compare. And usually from the first sight, you will see the obvious difference. And if you don't see the obvious difference from the first sight, just test the jewelry for a couple of days and you will see that why our jewelry costs a little bit more and what is the real waterproof and long-lasting jewelry comparing to those items that are sold on Chinese marketplaces. And of course, these guys, they steal in designs a lot. So I noticed then when we launch photo session, I later found out some of our pictures on Chinese marketplaces, which is weird. And the designs actually they sold, they were different from us, but for some reason they took our pictures with our girls, and we had a lot of modeling, photo shooting in real life, not AI generated, and that's why you may see same pictures sometimes on Chinese marketplaces. What do you think of running ads for a jewelry store? I think running ads for the jewelry store is necessary. If we talk about online jewelry store, I've already told you that if we sell jewelry on the website, we should run Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, and a lot of ads, different paid ads. If we sell online on social media, we should address influencers. If we sell offline, we also should address online advertising. How can it work for offline? First of all, you can target the audience which is around your area where your store is located. Second, when you sell something, ask a permission of the customer to call them or to message them after 2 weeks from the purchase to ensure that everything fine with the jewelry. And using this reason, get the phone number and email address of your customer, and then you can use this data to run retargeting campaigns, reach your existing customers, and to sell them again in online media. Hi, can you laser engrave the jewelry? Right now, we don't provide this service because it requires additional functionality, additional facility, and it's not very demanded by our audience. Right now, no customization, but our jewelry doesn't contain any brand indicated in it, so you can use it to sell under your own brand. No restrictions, no limitations about that. Hi, Alex. Hi, nice to meet you. I want to start jewelry business. I wish you all the success. I hope today video will help you a lot. Which kind of jewelry you sell? Are real gold? Not. We sell something that is called high-end costume jewelry or fashion jewelry, the jewelry that is made from not precious materials. Our jewelry is safe, involves titanium layer to adhere gold to stainless steel, which is rather different from what is offered generally in China when they used such called gold plating, which involves nickel to adhere gold to stainless steel. Thank you so much for your trust. That really inspires me that you made the first order during our live. From India, high respect to India. How many days to arrive to the United States? We provide in the most countries, including United States, we provide generally two ways of shipping. First is economy, which requires 9 to 19 working days to deliver, and it's duty free. And the second way is express delivery, which is use UPS or FedEx, and it requires 5 to 9 working days right now. And to the United States, we provide duty-free delivery, which is important for Trump tariff era. So before Trump's tariff, we provided delivery within 5 to 7 working days, but right now extra 2 days are required to perform customs clearance, and we pay all import duties for you, so you receive the goods duty-free. So it is called, professionally, it is called duty delivery paid service. How can I do it in Dublin? Actually, Dublin is Ireland, so in Ireland you can sell the jewelry as many our customers in other countries do. You can sell online or offline, and I suggest you to follow my advice about the pop-up market to start your jewelry, to identify your audience, to find the right approach to your audience, and to build a strong connection with your audience, which will be your great advantage comparing to those who sell jewelry online only and have no experience of connecting the audience in person. Can I start with $1,000? I think $1,000 is way enough to start. I suggest you to start with a lower amount to test how it goes. Because remember that if you say, I'm not sure where you're going to sell, but if you are selling online, remember that you require some budget for promotion. And usually I offer to divide budget 50-50. So you need, if you have a budget of $1,000, I suggest you to buy products for $500 and reserve $500 for your online promotion. So I also usually suggest when you have some significant amount of money or amount of funds to start jewelry business, I actually don't understand why people buy the first supply using all their funds, a lot of funds, sometimes $5,000, $10,000. Okay, that's their choice. But my advice, buy a small amount first. Check the quality. When you receive the really right product, even a small amount, you're becoming really inspired. It inspires you. You look at it with the eyes of your customers. And you don't need to start with a large amount. Even if you have it, keep your money. You will need them maybe in future. So buy a small amount, ensure that you are happy with the quality, and then go ahead, no problem. How long does shipping take to arrive in the UK? Actually, the same as the United States, and the plus minus the same that all around the world. So economy shipping is 9 to 19 working days, and express delivery is 5 to 9 working days. It depends on flight schedule, but usually it's around that. And to the United Kingdom, also duty-free delivery. You're in Thailand. Yes, I'm in Thailand. Steel jewelry is better than silver, but what I think that stainless steel jewelry is more profitable than silver, especially for retail sellers, for retailers. You can achieve a markup of 700%, which is actually I didn't met in silver market. But I don't say that stainless steel is better than silver. Better by which criteria? In terms of quality, sometimes maybe silver jewelry is better, but silver market and stainless steel market a little bit different. And different audience, different requirements. And it happened to me that starting 2008, it's almost 17 years already. not almost, 17 already, and it will be 18 years I'm in this business in the next year. So I will tell you the truth, it was accidental. It happened accidentally. I wanted to start online business and my wife wanted to sell jewelry and we connected our interests and we started selling jewelry online. And that's how I started selling. And we started selling costume jewelry and we are deeply involved in this market and that's why I sell it. But I think it would be not honest to say that silver jewelry is worse than stainless steel, or in turn, stainless steel jewelry is better than silver. But what I know about the profit margins are really bigger in stainless steel jewelry, and competition in silver jewelry is much bigger than in stainless steel jewelry. How long does it take to deliver to Dublin? The same as I said before, 5 to 9 working days express delivery, duty free, and 9 to 19 working days economy delivery, also duty free. Our jewelry is made of stainless steel, sometimes with gold plating, sometimes without gold plating. But when we talk about the gold plating, what is more really important is that this gold plating is made in high temperatures, involving titanium as an intermediate layer, which helps to adhere gold to stainless steel. So cute. Thank you. Okay, I will make your orders. Thank you so much for your trust. That really inspires me a lot. Thank you so much. Hello, Alex, sir. Hello. Okay, if you want to buy jewelry from my store and to use me as your wholesale supplier, feel free to follow the link which is in my bio. This link will lead you to our website, and all the prices and catalog is on our website, available after a short registration. Can you please help me? Which is the best plating in non-precious metal so that it doesn't tarnish? Okay, as I explained right now, I suggest gold plating over the stainless steel. And I suggest PVD plating, the type of plating that we use in gloves. Again, there are two main types of plating. We can simplify and call them cold and hot. Hot is made in a special stove in high temperatures, and cold is performed in the room temperature and used electricity to adhere gold to stainless steel. What is the difference? The stainless steel cannot be connected directly to gold. It requires intermediate layer. When we use cold gold plating, we use nickel to adhere gold to stainless steel, which is rather confusing. I don't think it's a good idea to use nickel. But a lot of Chinese suppliers do this because this method is rather cheaper. And another method which is which requires special facilities and high temperatures and which is safe and more expensive, this method involves titanium as an intermediate layer to connect stainless steel to gold. And we use only this method, which is called PVD. And this is absolutely safe method. This is the method of plating, which is long-lasting, doesn't tarnish, hypoallergenic. And this type of plating and this type of materials meets the strictest requirements of European Union REACH certification. And we provide you the laboratory tests that our jewelry is fully meet these high quality standards. Singapore, about the shipping to Singapore, actually the same options, economy and express, but the delivery to Singapore is much faster than to other countries because Singapore is very close to Thailand. So we declare the same 9 to 19 day economy delivery and 5 to 9 days of express delivery, but usually it's more likely to deliver within 9 working days economy and 5 working days express delivery to Singapore. Hi Alex, nice to meet you. Yes, we have also delivery to Netherlands and all over the Europe and in Dubai. And yes, our jewelry is really good for Dubai market because Dubai also have such kind of similar climate that we have here in Thailand, but Dubai maybe has less humidity, but also high temperature, a lot of sweat. How to order from you? To order from me, please follow the link in my bio and register, go through the short registration on our website and place the order on the website. We provide safe payment methods involving PayPal and Stripe, and your funds are totally safe, totally secure. You can be sure that no problem with this. And to join PayPal and Stripe, my company passed a really deep investigation, deep check, security check, so to join these companies. So you can be sure that you're safe, your funds are safe, and in case of any trouble, we're always on your side. We guarantee the delivery to your address. We provide 180-day warranty, and if something wrong with some jewelry pieces, you have 180 days from the purchase date. You can send us a picture, just send a picture and we will issue an immediate refund. How long it takes from Thailand to Europe for delivery? Same. 5 to 9 working days. Express delivery, 9 to 19 working days, economy delivery. Alex, how can I say to my customers what kind of material you use on your silver jewelry? Is it silver? No, in our silver color jewelry, it is stainless steel. And to please message me materials or leave a comment, please provide details about materials, and I will send you the link. We have a special article on our website which explains in deep details which type of materials we use, what is the thickness of gold plating, which type of the gold we use. And there is a video how we apply gold plating on the jewelry and how the production manufacturing process is built. You can see everything on our website. Just please request the link. I cannot do it during live. Can I also request a different bangles, like for example? Of course, you can, to test our jewelry, you can buy different styles, each style from one piece. So absolutely no minimum quantity. And it is easy for you to test a wide variety of products that we offer and make your decision about working with us in future. Thank you. Stainless steel. Can I request a bangle that not in your catalog? Right now, we don't provide custom designs. We sell only jewelry that is offered in our catalog because we build the designs which are highly demanded by the audience right now. And to appear in our catalog, the design must pass two main filters. First of all, we test the quality, and at this stage, around 98% of all jewelry manufacturers wipe out, so they don't pass this filter, and only 2% of all the manufacturers in the world passes this filter. And but the quality itself doesn't guarantee sales, doesn't guarantee profit. Then the second filter, and we are testing the demand. And if the jewelry passes demand test, then it appears in our catalog for a long time as the regular assortment. So when you buy from us, you buy the most high quality jewelry in the world, and the most demanded jewelry in the world. So we save you a lot of time and effort on doing it by yourself, because it's a great work, a big work to test, to try different types of jewelry from different manufacturers and to find the good quality, and then to test the demand and to find the jewelry that sells fast. It's really, really big work, because everything you see in the picture from 99% of suppliers you see, especially when you talk about the Chinese marketplaces that you mentioned before, the picture doesn't mean anything. So the picture can be absolutely different to what the impression you will have after receiving the actual products. Okay, do you guide a beginner how to start the business? So during today's video, I have provided, I think, quite clear guide. But if you want a more detailed guide, please leave a comment book, and I will send you my best-selling book absolutely for free to download. This book is called Your Own Jewelry Business from Scratch, and you will find all the information in details about how to sell jewelry, how I started my jewelry business from scratch. And also, you can message me or leave a comment course, and I will send you the link to my 3-hour course, 16 steps to start your jewelry business from scratch, which is absolutely free for you, free of charge. You can use it just to have all the information and the confidence to start your jewelry business. Alex Gloza is high quality jewelry. I'm selling mine online and got a space at retail store. I am on my 3rd order already, and so my customers loved. Thank you so much. You cannot imagine how I pleased with this, with your message, with your comment. This is really inspiration for me. I really love when you provide such a feedback. That's not the money, but this kind of feedback is a real inspiration and real moving, pushing power that makes me really happy. My dear colleague, okay, book. Thank you for your recommendation. That's really valuable for me. I will be in Thailand. Is there a store where I can do shopping? By Thailand law, we are not allowed to sell any kind of jewelry within Thailand. We cannot accept payments from Thailand. We cannot send jewelry within Thailand. We cannot sell jewelry in Thailand because we are exporting company only. And that's very important. That's the thing that allows us to do business legally in Thailand. So we don't have showroom, but to test jewelry, I suggest you to order the smallest possible order of $150. And if you have some concerns about the jewelry, you have 1 week opportunity to return everything back and have your money back without any explanation, without providing any reasons. Okay. Actually, I'm selling jewelry, but unfortunately not online because I'm dummy for online website. Actually, if you are selling offline, you have all my respect because selling offline is something that is more efficient, and I believe offline business can bring you a great experience. You have already a lot of more experience than any other pure online seller. Believe me, offline is great, and online website is not something you really need to make a lot of money in jewelry business. I suggest you my course 16 steps. Even if you have an experience, I suggest this course 16 steps to launch your own jewelry business, because I give some important tips about selling jewelry offline on pop-up market. Maybe you will find them interesting. Nevertheless, you already have an experience. Hello, do send to Germany? Yes, sure. We send to Europe. We send to Australia and Oceania. We sell to United States, North America, and almost to any country in the world. We provide basically 2 types of shipping method: economy and express. Economy is 9 to 19 working days, and express is 5 to 9 working days. And in Germany, we have right now duty-free delivery. It means that we provide duty delivery paid service. You don't have to pay duties. We pay the duties by ourselves, and all the prices on our website, including the duties we pay for you. I'm selling offline, yes, and many people asked me a website. That's great. I suggest you not to use a website maybe, but if you want to launch a website without troubles, I suggest Shopify, and I suggest to start launching Shopify web store and open in a separate tab Gemini or ChatGPT, which will guide you and make the process very easy. But I think social media is enough. So Instagram account may be quite enough for your audience. You can provide your Instagram account to your customers and they will order from you. Just post some pictures there. If your customers ask about the website, it means you do really great job. They love your jewelry, they love what you're doing. So I believe social media is way enough for you. Okay, my friends, it was a big pleasure, great pleasure for me to be with you today. Thank you for a lot of questions you asked. Thank you for great questions you asked before this live. Thank you for your support, for providing several reviews which inspire me a lot. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to serve you. I'm really happy to talk with you. And I hope next week we will meet each other again. So thank you so much. It was very nice to meet you. Have a great day, have a great night, have a great morning, depending on your time zone. Thank you so much. Bye.